Hi, I'm Kenny Miller and I use she, her pronouns. And thank you for joining me for this fire ancestral meditation practice. One of the spiritual practices of my paternal lineage in Gabon is the belief that to connect to the element of fire is to be connected to or with the ancestors. Many times we actually use fire in ceremony to connect with the ancestors. So throughout this practice, I'm going to reference fire, the heating and warming element. And I want to invite you to find an authentic position to place your body in, whether standing, seated, or lying down. As you begin to find the position that feels most authentic to your body in this moment, begin to take notice of the breath. If it is available to you, take either one hand or both and place them on the belly, knowing that this is where our own internal fire comes. As you begin to witness the breath as you inhale through the nose, begin to draw the breath in through the nose to the back of the mouth and the throat, dropping down to the heart space and bringing it down the chest to the navel. Maybe witness it expanding here before exhaling and taking the breath out the same way from the navel to the heart space, to the throat, back of the mouth, and out of the nose. Again, connecting with that breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, drawing the breath to the belly. As the breath lands in the belly, begin to notice if there is a warmth or a heat that is growing here. Similarly to the way that water has the ability to shapeshift, to either bring life or to destroy, fire is similar in nature, as it has the ability to warm and provide comfort, or it has the ability to destroy and consume. Even in this given moment, we are witnessing a time in which the fire of humanity is burning, some towards destruction and some with a desire to have collective liberation for all. Begin to witness that wants to bubble up in the belly, and begin to notice the ways in which rage is present or anger may be present, similar to our fire. And that we have a choice on what we can do with this anger, this rage, this fire. We can use it to fuel bettering ourselves and the world around us. We can allow it to consume ourselves and humanity as a whole. Continue to remain with the breath here and draw that awareness to the belly. Begin to witness if that fire wants to grow, or for some of us, the fire that has been smoldered, the fire that has been made to show up small. And then going back to the shared humanity in the way of the ancestors were able to provide for food or light, even protection through the use of fire. Noting that not all fire is bad. Noting the ways in which fire can bring warmth and comfort. And then observing the ways in which we want to use our fire. As you draw that awareness to the belly on the inhale, begin to notice what your fire wants to be used for, what wisdom is coming forth in this very moment. What whispers do you hear the ancestor of fire sharing with you? Knowing that as we are transitioning into a new season, that pitta, that fiery energy is still present with us. In what ways will you acknowledge the fire? Perhaps that it may be controlled, and not controlled in the sense of a societal constraint or a determination of it being bad or evil or darkness. But in what ways can you use the fire as needed and necessary for your own individual and our collective healing? In what ways will the ancestor of fire show up, lighting that flame or that torch forward towards truth, maybe towards reconciliation? And then begin to feel that fire in the belly. Once you already slowly begin to wiggle the fingers, maybe the toes, drawing awareness back to the body. And just for a moment, draw the palms of the hands together. Begin to rub them at a pace that feels authentic to you, just generating some heat there, witnessing and noticing your fire. And then once ready, drawing those hands over the eyes, simply cupping them, maybe blinking a few times, reintroducing the eyes to the light. And then once you're ready, gently releasing the hands from the eyes. I just want to reaffirm that the element of fire as an ancestor and even the fire that burns within us can be evidenced today by the ways in which we here in the United States of America on Turtle Island have experienced numerous uncontrolled wildfires that have destroyed lives, habitats, and homes regularly. Prior to the genocide and the colonization of indigenous people and tribes across Turtle Island, many were known to practice in ceremony controlled burns. And this was where parts of the wilderness was burned in ceremony to ensure the safety of life all around, to ensure the land would and could regenerate itself in a way that would support its ecology. And unfortunately, like many aspects of indigenous life after settler colonialism, it was deemed unsafe and what a savage practice to continue doing so. And to our detriment today, where we are experiencing wildfires and witnessing people being displaced, native lands and native peoples being ruined and destroyed. So if I could share anything with you in this moment, I just want to remind you that your fire is not a bad thing. What you choose to do with your fire, what you choose to do with your light, can be towards our own individual and collective healing. Thank you for sharing this fire ancestral meditation practice with me. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Mm.